All right, everybody, welcome. So excited. We have a lot of people on this call. This is great. And if you're watching the recording, welcome to the Back to You Challenge Group kickoff call. We kind of just wanted to make sure you guys are excited and ready to go for the next 30 days. If you don't feel 100% prepared, I would say everyone on this call has been there. We know that's normal, right? It's not, you're not going to feel 100% perfect, but hopefully from this call, you can tie up any loose ends or just know what you're supposed to do to be successful. We're not asking for perfection here, just progress and becoming a better version of you and getting some really good habits so you can change your freaking life, because you can. You have the power to do it, and you have all the tools you need, and you got a super cool group of people to do this with. Virtually or not, we're still cool, right? So I was just going to ask everybody on the call. I know this is super weird, but nobody is going to ask you to do this very often. So I was going to say, can we go around and everybody share one really positive thing about themselves? And I know sometimes this is hard because you're like, wait, what? What? About myself? I don't know. It's easy to say it about everybody else, but I want you to get in that mindset. So I will start to break the ice. And I will say one positive thing about myself is that I think that it was really positive that this year I decided to get a therapist. And that's kind of a personal information, but I do think that talking my ear off, my mom's ear off, and my best friend's ear off was probably causing a lot of tension in my life. And if you don't have a therapist, you should get one. And I'm telling you, even if you don't think you're messed up or whatever, that's just my thing, and I think it was a very positive thing for me to do. So anybody else want to go next?
Sure. I'm like, is anyone gonna go? Yeah, I would say one positive thing, especially working with a bunch of women and in healthcare, and I'm just surrounded by negativity 24/7, is that I've really learned how to just channel all of that out and find the positive in everything. So that makes it easier to get through all the bullshit. Yeah.
Love it.
All right, I'll go because this is awkward, so we'll just get it done. And Carly makes us always do things that push us out of our comfort zone. So thanks, girl. Appreciate that. And I just had to literally look over my husband and say, babe, give me something positive about me.
Oh, he's next. He's going next. Just so
yeah, I think so. I'm driving. Got it.
I miss you. I know everybody misses you. Okay.
Say hi.
Hey.
Pat just got back from, I don't know, 6 weeks of Navy training. And so he's on our team, and he's going to be jumping in and doing the program with us. So you'll see his face. Anyways, so I would say that a positive is I'm very meticulous. That's his word. He's very meticulous. And I think that comes down to I'm a list maker. And I like things spelled out, and I like doing something from start to finish. And when I'm 100% in something, I want to be 100% in something just so I can say I did it, because I'm a little bit stubborn. So I'm going to call that a positive. My son disagrees.
I love it.
I'm muting myself.
But what about Patrick? You could just tell us. What's his positive thing about him? You're not getting away with this. Oh, we can't hear you. I know, your baby's screaming? Okay. That's what I'm assuming. We can't hear you. You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I muted myself. Patrick is the motivator of the family, of the team, and he will not let you give up on yourself even when you want to.
I love
even
it.
if you're crying and your abs hurt and he yells at you.
I see through the BS.
Yeah. All right, muting us.
That was awesome. Those are the Magnos, everybody. Love it. Thanks, guys. Okay, who's next?
I'll go. I would say one of my positives is that I have really learned to lean in on people and embrace the community that these people are, who are now my extended family, because I can't do things alone, where I used to want to always do things for myself, by myself, but now I realize that I need a community of people, and this community is just the best.
We are pretty awesome.
Yes.
And that's why I hope you guys, sorry, I don't know what happened. I hope you guys don't feel weird. I know this is weird getting on a call with a bunch of strangers talking about this stuff, but it's good. Trust me. It's good. You're like, what did I just get on? How do I hang up? It's fine.
Yeah, delete, never mind.
What's she asking me questions? What? It's fine. That was awesome, Jen.
I'll go next. I would say that, well, I'm a social worker, so most of my time is spent with other people, similar to probably your professions as well. But it's been taking care of other people. So I would say that just joining this group in general is way out of my comfort zone. Having somebody like keeping me accountable is way out of my comfort zone. But I am going to go with just deciding to do this in general is the positive thing that I chose to do for myself.
Love it. We think so. Awesome. I like it. Wait, what's your name? I don't know your name. So
Maura.
Maura.
Yeah,
Maura, you're definitely doing something.
Jackie's my coach.
Well, she's awesome. She's a good dancer.
I know.
Too.
I see her do this all the time on social media, and I'm like, if this girl can figure it out, why can't I figure it out? Like, come on, pull it together.
Hell yeah. Love it. Awesome. Who's next?
I can go. I'm hey. I'm Missy for those of you who don't know me. I guess I'm gonna have to go with positive. I have been determined to dive back in anytime I hit some roadblocks. I've recently been a little side derailed. I had really good results at the beginning of this year doing 80-day obsession, and I've been doing different programs on and off ever since, but I recently have been told by the doctor I gotta hold off for a little bit. I'm getting some tests done due to neck and migraine issues, so I am still in this group anyway. Focusing on nutrition and doing whatever I can. I don't know if I'm going to full on do a program right now because I really can't, but I'm going to stay as active as I can and lean on the community for support because it's worked in the past. So gotta keep at it.
Yes. And we hope you feel better soon. That's awesome, Missy. She's pretty rad too. Also a good dancer because she's on Jackie's team, right?
For Jackie.
Who's next? Who else do we have on? I see Bridget. I see Sandy.
Sandy, let's go, girl. I see you.
What was the question?
Oh, that's a great. Say something positive.
Sorry,
about
I came in late.
Oh, that's okay. We're excited. The question that I made everybody ask, which is really, or ask themselves, really uncomfortable, is what is one positive thing about you?
One positive thing about me.
Something positive
So
about.
I'm also a social worker. So I work with a lot of people, and I put a lot of positivity in other people's lives, I guess. So this time I feel like I'm trying to put more positivity in my own life. So I feel like sometimes I struggle with that.
Love it. And it's not an easy thing to do. So congratulations, and welcome to your first call.
Thanks.
Anybody else? I see one more number. Oh, we had
I'm on here. This is Katie. Well,
Katie.
Sorry, I'm calling from my bedroom trying to plan out my freaking lessons tomorrow for school and whatever. So that's why my name might not show up even. I don't even know. But my name is Katie Wells. I would say one positive about me is probably I'm fairly self-motivated. So that's one positive about me. So it doesn't take much, for me to get motivated. Sometimes I get frustrated if I hit bumps in the road, but I'm a fairly self-motivated person, which is awesome at times, but then kills me sometimes because I want to bite off more than I can chew. So but that's one positive about me.
Love it. You are self-motivated. You should spread some of that love. How do we buy that? That's awesome. Yay. Well, I think we got everybody, didn't we? Thanks, guys. 10 minutes of your life. Now you know everybody kind of struggles with the same thing, but we all have something positive to bring to the table, right? And that's what these groups are all about. And if you're just joining us or you're watching this, I want you to think of something positive about yourself and just write it down. Like, I know that's weird, but it's seriously something to think about. Like, you have to start thinking of yourself in a positive light, and it's going to bring positivity into your life, as weird as that sounds. But again, we're just so excited that you guys are here. You're going to have a lot of fun in this group. Hopefully we can do some more calls. We usually don't, and we should more. It's easy to connect. But why don't we just talk a little bit about like what's happening right now? I'm getting like a little bit of feedback. So if you're trying to murder someone right now, can you just put yourself on mute? Just kidding. That's what it sounded like for a second. Just kidding. Anyways, Jen, I see you laughing at me over there. Okay. But I guess at this point, there's a lot going on in this group. And what we wanted to let you know is that if you're like kind of overwhelmed, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do to meal prep or whatever. Like, the one thing you need to know is that, like, if you get in this group and you start looking at your program materials, looking at your meal plans, trying to get your ball rolling on how to do that, that's exactly what you should be doing right now. Like, introducing yourself in the group, getting plugged into the app is another thing. We have a contract out there that you can sign with yourself. So there's a lot going on, but if you are like feeling behind, a couple of things that you need to do is just like check in with your coach and make sure you got everything. We add a bunch of layers of accountability because different things like speak to different people. Like, some people will get on the call, but they're not going to sign a contract. We're not forcing you to do anything. We're just showing you that we're here for you and we're going to show up for you. And we just ask that you show up in return because, surprisingly, we need this motivation. But one of the things that's going to add an extra layer of accountability is something I'm going to have Lindsay Magno talk about, because she's boss and she made us this super cool, dope tracker that we're going to use in this group. And it's eventually going to get you guys like tons of accountability and prizes. So Lindsay, I'll let you take away what you put together for us, really. I mean, we wanted it as a team, but
Sure.
Go ahead.
Sure. All right. Hey, guys, I'm sorry. I hope my service is okay. It's kind of rainy outside, so I may or may not be a good service. Anyways, okay. So we are really, really excited about this, you guys. Every morning, one of the coaches is going to post a task of the day in our challenge group. And it's just a fun way to make sure that you are plugging into the different aspects of the group. You're plugging into the workouts. You're plugging into trying new recipes. You're plugging into, picking a personal development book like Carly talked about on one of her earlier videos. But every day we're going to have a fun daily task for you guys. It might involve including a friend in something you're doing. It might involve posting something on your social media, but every day is going to be different. Every day is going to be in line with the challenge group, but also push you out of your comfort zone just a little bit, but they're all going to be fun. So what we're going to do is the coach is going to post, and I think we talked about doing it like 6 a.m. Eastern time. I know we have people in this group in all different time zones. We have some UK girls. I'm out here in Hawaii, so we are all over the place. So I think that we talked about doing it at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So just look for it. If you can't post or you end up posting a couple days later, that's okay. We're not going to add them up to the end of the week. But each day, as you complete the morning task, you're going to comment and post it. I did it. Here's my proof. Here's my picture, whatever it is. Trust me, we'll give you all the instructions on that morning post. You're going to post all of your things for the day on that morning post. And then pinned at the top of our group is going to be our tracker. And I'm going to be adding the tracker after this call, and it will always be pinned at the top of our page. So it'll be the first thing in our news feed, first thing for you guys to find. And as you do the tasks, you're going to go in the tracker and you're going to give yourself a point for that day. It's a Google document. It's a Google Drive Excel spreadsheet, so anybody can edit it. Please only edit yours, and you can add your stuff until the end of the week, the month really, if you want. Because what we're going to do is at the end of each week, those with the most points, we're going to do some raffles for prizes, and then we're going to do a raffle for prize at the end of the month for the person with the most number of participation points, essentially. So if you 3 days goes by and you say, oh no, I forgot to add my points, that's okay. Go in, add your task points. But I'm going to make a post after this call showing you guys the pinned tracker and then just giving more detailed instructions. So it's just a really fun way to make sure that we are plugging into all of the different aspects. I know for me, my first program, I was really good at getting my workout in every day, but my meals, maybe not so much. Definitely didn't do a personal development book, and looking back, I wish I would have. So if you need some suggestions, I know Carly posted a link on different ones you can look up from Amazon. But there's so much more than eating out of containers and doing your workout every day that you're going to get out of this group if you really go all in. So we're going to make sure you guys are going all in by giving you these fun little tasks to do, just to keep you on track, just to keep you on your toes, and keep you motivated. So I'm going to do that post after this call as soon as I get home. But if you have any questions, let us know. Shoot me a message, comment on the pinned post, ask your coach, and we'll get back to you guys. But it's going to be really fun.
Awesome. I'm excited. Also a little nervous. Anybody else? We're going to do it. I'm mostly excited.
We're going to be doing them right along with you guys. So anything we ask you to do, I promise we are all going to do.
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, but you know what? I just heard Ever, I think. Dude, we're not the type of coaches that are just gonna be like, oh, do this. Like, we're doing it with you. So that's a great point, Lindsay. And thank you so much. And she added like all your names all pretty on there. You guys are going to love it. And in addition to that, like if you're more of like an app person, we have all, if your coach has not added you to the Challenge Tracker app, that's another layer of accountability. Like that one gives you notifications to your phone. So you have the tracker that's going to get you prizes, and you have the app that's just for whatever. Okay. So if you like Facebook and you feel like you're going to get more traction from Facebook, stick with Facebook. If you like the app better, stick with the app. We don't care what you do. We care what you do, but like we don't mind whatever your preference is. We just want you to succeed and know that you have a place to hold yourself accountable, to track your progress, and to like interact with other people. So you're not doing this alone, right? Another really important thing, and then I'm going to open it up to like questions and anybody, like the other coaches, because I know everybody has a lot to say, is I know it's really scary, but other than meal prepping and scheduling your workout time, like a meeting, that's another big recommended thing. It's really, really, really a big deal for you to take before and after photos and your measurements. Like that is the scariest thing. Okay, we know that because all of us in this group, and raise your hand if you've ever cried at a picture of yourself, right? Especially when you're half naked. It sucks. But you know what? It also teaches you that you are not where you want to be. You're not where you want to be. That is not who you are. It doesn't define you, but it also is going to push you into a place of success because you're going to hopefully it's going to motivate you. That's our goal with it. It's not to like degrade anybody. It's a private place. We encourage you to share it here. And we want you to do it just because we all know that once we did it and we were able to stay consistent with our fitness journeys and we compared that picture and those measurements, that's when we were like, wow, I have a lot I can do with my life, and it starts here and it starts with me. So your before and after pictures are everything. They're gonna help you in this fitness journey. And it's not something that's fun, but it's something that works, okay? So with that being said, anybody who has the courage, because that's what you need, it's a little bit 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 courage, to post your before and after pictures, we are putting you in the drawing for something really cool. It's going to be a $60 value. I'm going to give away a free tub of Energize. It is a pre-workout that is literally magical, okay? The fact that I'm giving it away, the coaches on this call are probably like, man, I want the Energize. That's how good it is, and it's a big deal. We want you to know that we care about what you're doing. We want to help support you in your journey. So before and after pictures, you get in a drawing for a prize. Why not, right? It's going to help you. So anybody else have anything that they wanted to share about like what's important for getting prepped? Like any coaches have any tips or things they want to talk about?
I would just say as far as meal planning, because I know for me when I first started, like I was so overwhelmed with what containers do I have to eat when and how much of this and what do I make, and just keep it simple for now is like my biggest advice. Don't feel like you have to make a different breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week because it's going to make you want to pull your hair out. So keeping it simple until you kind of get the hang of things and get into a routine, I think is huge, and keeping your sanity.
I love that. Jackie, You're so right.
And Jack, with that, I would, there's so many recipes on Fixate. There's so many recipes on Pinterest. Before I got really crazy and started doing casseroles and stews and stuff, I'm with you. I did like, okay, I'm going to pick maybe 2 or 3 breakfasts that I know the container counts of, 2 or 3 lunches, a couple dinners until I got really more comfortable with it. My advice would be, and this is kind of, I don't know, I guess it's more like all encompassing of about making a lifestyle change, but especially with this, make sure that you are having a good conversation with the people that you live with. You don't have to tell every single person in your life that you're doing a fitness challenge. Like it's your prerogative. Go for it if you want to, but I would say just make sure you have a good conversation with your family, whoever it is that you live with, and let them know, listen, I'm about to do something that's challenging, but I'm about to do something that I'm really, really excited about, and it's really good for me. And if I could have your support to make sure that maybe, hey, you help prepare dinner or something so I can get my workout in, or maybe I need a little bit of help with the kids here, or whatever the case may be, or if my alarm's going off in the morning because I need to do my workout, kick my butt out of bed. Yeah. Yeah. So whatever the case may be, I would just say that, as uncomfortable as it might be, have that hard conversation with whoever it is that you live with that's going to be supporting you on this, because while we are all going to be supporting you 110%, we can't be there to kick your butt out of bed in the morning. We can't be there to take those Doritos out of your hand that you keep in the back of the pantry for your kids. But having those that you love and those around you physically on board is going to make a big positive influence on how well you do this month and for the rest of the year and the rest of your life. So I would just make sure you guys have that talk.
Love it. That's great. And I think even they might not even receive it well always. Most of the time people will be like, whatever. But if you have trouble with that, just talk to us about it. Because we also know people that aren't like, what? My husband didn't like what I was doing for a year, and then he finally joined me. So, it happens if not everybody's supportive in your life. But I think that's an awesome call out in the meal prep thing. Anybody else have anything?
I just want to kind of reinforce what Carly said about the measurements and photos. I wish I would have done those before photos. Like when I first started, I was scared to death to do any kind of photo. I did not do it until I did, I think 3 rounds of 21 Day Fix, because I just felt like I wasn't quite there. And now I wish I would have done before photos, because I've almost lost 80 pounds. And so it's like, why did I not have, I have, those progress pictures now, but why didn't I do it when I first started? So as scary as it's going to be, just do it for yourself, because you will be amazed at what happens. Definitely.
Great point right there.
And y'all are listening to somebody that's approaching her 100-pound weight loss. So listen to that girl. She knows what's up.
You know what, Jen? You just reminded me of something, and this is for everybody on the call. You can also earn money from Beachbody if you lose weight. Okay, so taking before and after pictures is something that you want, because we all sat in a summit over the summer and watched people win hundreds and thousands of dollars just for tracking their fitness journey. So every time you complete a program, Beachbody is going to send you something free, but that's only if you have before and after pictures and your measurements and your weight done. So all of that is encompassing, but you could literally win $500 to $10,000 to $100,000 just for being awesome in your fitness journey. So take the pictures. If you like money, take the pictures. That's all I got. Anyone have any questions for us, or other things that we missed?
No.
Or comments or concerns? It's all open book here.
I was surprised at how much I actually got to eat when I was meal prepping. What I made for like my yogurt and fruit snack is what I usually ate for breakfast.
Nice.
On a regular basis. So the fact that that's a snack is like, holy crap, I got to eat basically every 2 hours all day long. And that's weird for me. So
it is. We all know that. We all like, you guys, right? I mean, who thought they were eating a lot? I was like, what?
Yeah, and it's totally normal. Like those first few days, you might feel like you can't eat all your food. Like your body adjusts to it, especially once you start working out, it's going to crave all those extra nutrients. But I know like for a lot of us, when we started like 80-day obsession at the beginning of this year, we were like, holy shit, how do we eat all of this food? And so that's totally normal if you feel that way the next few days. But
I was the opposite. I was starving the first week I did 21 Day Fix. Let's go put that out there. I was like, these people, no, of course people lose weight. They don't freaking eat any food. But by week 3, I wasn't finishing my containers. So if you're the opposite and you're an overeater, your body will adjust. I promise you. And then you'll be like, oh, this is a lot of food. When you're eating the right stuff, you end up getting full faster because it's not junk that your body just expels. So don't feel bad if you're hungry. I was really hungry. But it didn't last long. I'm telling you, it didn't last long. By week 3, I had extras.
I like it. That's a good point. See? Everyone's going to do something different. It's great.
Carly, I did ask you at the meeting today, are we able to do the 3-day refresh during the whole time we're doing this program?
Yeah, girl. Who loves a 3-day refresh on this call?
I need it.
You need it. All right. Well, the 3-day refresh, just for anybody that's on this call and you guys are wondering what the heck is that, it's a 3-day plant-based cleanse. And it's not like it's going to send you running to the bathroom. It's actually where you can eat real food. You do drink shakes, but it's all like nutritious and helps you focus back on your nutrition. Like if you feel like you're off track, you're bloated, you whatever, and you just need some sort of change in your life, that's all I'll really go into about it. But I think Ever is ready to do that. I'm doing that with somebody else. So if you ever decide to do a 3-day refresh in the middle of a program, by all means, do it. You're not going to screw anything up. You're just going to help yourself in the long run. So, yes, Ever, let's talk about that and do that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question, and it's not really a priority, and no one judge me for asking this question, but I know it's unrealistic to think that I'm not going to drink alcohol anymore. So I was wondering if you guys like had any tips or I don't know if I should be not drink. I just am trying to be realistic about it and not think that I'm never going to take a sip of alcohol again in my life.
This is a great question. Who wants to talk about this?
I swear I'm not like a drunk. It's just a question.
It's the Irish blood in her.
You're in a safe, first of all, this is a judgment-free zone. Second of all, we were talking to Jen on the top of the call because she's been drinking all weekend. So we're not necessarily that kind of team that's going to judge drinkers.
We like our booze.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shakeology helps good hangover.
Okay, but we want you to get your goals. I'll say this, and then I'll have anybody chime in. So we always say that it's a personal preference. It's like the same thing as like being faced with like a cupcake or a martini. Like you like both, and like you choose, because if you really want to do well in your fitness goals, obviously eliminating the booze is going to help you get to your goals faster. Right. Do we want you to hate your life and not drink anymore? No, of course not. So technically, there are drinks built into the 21 Day Fix meal plan, which is wine. Wine is a yellow container. You literally measure out a yellow container of wine, and that's your wine.
Oh, I can do that.
you could do that. So if you're
Yeah.
doing that program, Autumn like hooked it up, but then you don't eat your carb. So like it replaces that, you know, like you either choose a piece of bread or the wine, you know? So it's really a discretion thing. I mean, anybody else have any tips on that? Like, if I covered
Yeah,
it.
and I would just say like, kind of like, you know, if you have a specific goal in mind right now, obviously like Harley said, you know, it's dialing it in is going to help you reach that goal faster. But what I try to do, doesn't always happen, is like pick, you know, an occasion. Like I know I'm going out to dinner Friday and I'm going to have drinks and I'm okay with that. Like, so that way it's not like, oh, I'm going to have a glass Monday night because it was Monday, but oh, fuck, Wednesday sucked too. I'm going to have another glass. And well, now it's the weekend. And so just kind of trying to like pick when you're going to do it, because you're right. It's life and we like booze and this needs to be a lifestyle and not something strict.
Yeah, that's my whole thing, is more of a life. I've done the non-realistic, non-lifestyle things, and they worked for a minute, and no.
Until life comes back.
Right.
You know, it's like, just don't beat yourself up either. Like, if you screw up, you got to hop back on the horse. It's just like anything else. It's like, you don't, if you get a flat tire, you don't slash all other 4 tires. You're like, well, forget about it. I'm just going to leave the car here and I'm good. Like, dude, just recover, fill up your tire, put a little duct tape on there and like keep moving. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So just figure out what you really want in your goals and then live your life. You know, you don't want to be that weird chick either that's like going to family parties and like, oh my God, she can't drink, she won't drink. Like, be like, no, I can, but this is all I'm having, and give yourself a limit. And drink a shitload of water. Sorry.
Yeah.
I swear a lot. But yeah, just drink a lot of water behind that. And then, I don't know, maybe somebody will drop a little roofie in there and you'll be... I don't know what's going on right now. I'm really tired. Stop.
I also like how you just apologize for saying shit after I dropped an F-bomb and like 9 other... We swear a lot. Sorry.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Cheers to that. Anyone else have any questions or anything? Okay. What am I missing, guys? We excited?
Very.
I'm excited too. And I love like connecting with everybody. And I think that anybody watching this replay wishes they were on this call. So maybe we'll try to do this a couple times over the next month or so. If we can all get on, I think that would be awesome. So if you guys have any questions at all, let us know. But like at this point, if you are read your program materials, you are meal prepped, you are scheduled for your workout tomorrow, you're killing it. The only things you got left to do are your before and after pictures, your measurements, and your weight. Sign that contract, and then log in here tomorrow and show us what's up. Show us that you're showing up. Track your little thing in the awesome tracker that Lindsay made. I don't know why I keep losing my train of thought, but we're just really excited for you because you have the opportunity to change your life, and we know you can, and we know that you will if you really decide to. And you are in the best place with the best group of people. So just thank you so much for being with us. Anybody else have anything before they want to close out with? Cool. Okay. Thanks for tolerating all of us. Everybody have a great night, and let's do this tomorrow morning, okay?
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.